All right, here we go. Welcome to Wyoming Crypto Capital Channel. This is your crypto cowboy, and we have some big things to talk about today. Joe Biden has issued an executive order regarding cryptocurrencies and digital assets, CBDCs, and what that entails for the future of legislation. Please like and subscribe and hit that notification button. Also, this is not financial advice. This is for educational and entertainment purposes only. Looking forward to seeing you soon, and saddle up. So let's get started. Let's look at coin market cap. Today we have a market cap of 1.8 trillion, up from 2 days ago at 1.7. Some exciting news. The market's up today. Bitcoin up an astounding 10%. Ethereum up 8.5%. And we have down here XRP making a move at 6.6% as well. Very exciting news for the crypto world today. Looks like Joe Biden's executive order really helped out our markets today as in regards to our cryptocurrencies. Speaking of the executive order, I wanted to pull this up for you. And this is from the White House website. President Biden to sign executive order on ensuring responsible development of digital assets. March 9th, huge news for us. This is a positive step forward. I won't read into everything, but I do want to give you a brief oversight on exactly what the executive order entails. Biden will sign an executive order outlining the first ever whole of government approach to addressing the risk and harnessing the potential benefits of digital assets. And the order lays out national policy for digital assets across 6 priorities. And let's discuss those 6 priorities. Number 1, protect U.S. customers, investors, and businesses by directing the Department of the Treasury and other agency partners to assess and develop policy recommendations to address the implications of the growing digital asset sector and changes in financial markets for consumers, investors, businesses, and economic growth. Number 2, protect U.S. and global financial stability and mitigate systemic risk. That's a very broad statement. I'm curious to see how far that goes on what they consider financial risk. Number 3, mitigate the illicit finance and national security risk posed by the illicit use of digital assets. Number 4, promote U.S. leadership in technology and economic competitiveness to reinforce U.S. leadership in the global financial system. This one's important because I think that this Russia-Ukraine war has actually woken up the eyes of our government and realized that now is the time. Well, actually, a year ago was probably the time that they needed to address cryptocurrencies and digital assets. I think that Russia has opened the eyes that the U.S. needs to get ahead of this and be the leader, establishing a framework to drive U.S. competitiveness and leadership in the leveraging of digital asset technologies. He goes on to say this framework will serve as a foundation for agencies and integrate this as a priority into their policy, research, and development and operational approaches to digital assets. So I'm actually curious to see where we go on that as well. Number 5, promote equitable access to safe and affordable financial services by affirming the critical need for safe, affordable, and accessible financial services as a U.S. national interest that must inform our approach to digital asset innovation. Number 6, support technological advances and ensure responsible development and use of digital assets. Again, this is basically stating that addressing while prioritizing privacy, we'll see how that goes, security and combating illicit exploitation and reducing negative climate impacts. We all know here in the digital world what those coins are. Certainly not Bitcoin at the moment. Not that I am negative on Bitcoin. I'm just not a maxi. I think it will be a good store of value, a digital gold, you may say. But right now, if you looked at my video from on Monday, you will see that XRP Ripple is it's indeed zero climate impact, or virtually zero. And the last one, explore a U.S. central bank digital currency by placing urgency on research and development of potential United States CBDC should issuance be deemed in the national interest. The order directs the U.S. government to assess the technological infrastructure and capacity needs for potential U.S. CBDC in a manner that protects Americans' interests. Again, on I'm not sure how I feel about a CBDC, but I'd like to see what they plan on rolling out and how it will affect the crypto space and our world with digital assets, as in regards to keeping up with the world on the new technology. I wanted to show you here a tweet from my senator here in the state of Wyoming, the crypto capital. Senator Cynthia Loomis stated, "It's great to see the Biden administration growing interest in digital assets. And while I agree with the president's desire to combat money laundering and defend America's national security, I think his executive order misses the fact that the overwhelmingly majority of digital asset users are law-abiding and trying to make our financial system better." I do agree with that. If he has any doubt, he should look to Wyoming, where digital assets are booming within a common sense, balanced regulatory framework. We need thoughtful rules around stablecoins, and though I remain unconvinced on the need for a central bank digital currency, I will continue to follow the Federal Reserve's work in this area closely. I will be laying out my own thoughts on digital asset legislation imminently. Congress is ultimately the arbiter of these issues, and time we set up our conversations and work on real legislation. That last statement worries me. Congress is ultimately the arbiter of these issues. We know how Congress can be, how slow they can be, and if they start working together across the aisle, maybe this will move faster. So currently, I'm going to remain positive on this and see what Senator Cynthia Loomis does in taking the lead on this. She also tweeted, "It's been a long time coming," and this was about a couple hours ago here on the 9th, March 9th, if you're watching this late. "It's been a long time coming, but my bill to fully integrate digital assets into our financial system is almost ready. I'm putting the final touches on it." So if you see here, she's got it written out, or probably her staff does, but positive. I'm curious to see what this turns into, and I will definitely do a video on any up-to-date information that we have on that one. What I wanted to show you here, and that's not it. John Deaton, the attorney for Ripple XRP investors, he is actually doing a class action lawsuit against the SEC. He stated, "I tweeted out several weeks ago that I believe the executive order was going to be negative towards crypto. My friend at BC Backer took the opposite view. I said I would be happy to publicly admit I was wrong, and I can honestly say I am happy to admit I was wrong." Video that I found today, I wanted to share with you guys. Tony Edward with Thinking Crypto, really great channel. If you want to check him out, give him a subscribe. He's interviewing Joseph Grunfest, which is a former SEC commissioner, and here he discusses Congress and crypto regulations. I wanted to play you this clip and kind of give you an overall what a former SEC commissioner thinks on how it should move forward and where we should play out. Here we go.
The answer that we need to pressure the folks in Congress, our representatives, to put out a new Howey test or a version 2.0 or a different regulatory rules or whatever it may be to regulate crypto?
Yeah, I think what we need is a very high level set of guidance that says, look, here's who's got the authority. Here's what the authority is. And as a practical matter, we're going to have to delegate down to either the existing regulators or a new regulatory mechanism, or we're going to consolidate this in this, regulatory. There are 20 different ways to solve the problem. Every single one of these 20 solutions stinks. All right? There's no good solution.
Stinks. Great.
We're just going to have to pick the least bad solution. And again, they're all going to involve various levels of compromise. Yeah, look, if you start looking for perfect solutions to complicated problems, you're going to go through life very, very disappointed. All right? Getting to a point where you say, you know, that's good enough. I can make that work. All right? The shoe doesn't fit perfectly, but I can walk in it. Unfortunately, that's where we are in the world these days. All right?
I hope you enjoyed that. I wanted to share that with you. Again, a former SEC commissioner, kind of dancing around the question, but obviously he's been in this position for with the SEC. We understand how the SEC has been treating Ripple XRP as well as its investors. So I am curious. I think today's executive order announcement was actually positive. A lot of people thought it was going to hurt the market. So when I woke up this morning and had realized that the executive order had been leaked early, it was exciting to see that the U.S. is at least having discussions on how they're going to take the lead in this digital asset and new technology on repairing our failing dollar as well as failing currencies all throughout the world. One more video I wanted to show you guys is this is in regards to CBDC on President Biden's executive order. Leah Hilpern on Twitter here. I suggest you give her a follow. She has some great information. Here's her thoughts on CBDC so you can come up with your own opinion.
President Biden's cryptocurrency executive order. Let's get into it. He's mandated the Treasury Department to publish a report about the future of money and the problems with the traditional financial system. Not bad. But the bad part is the executive order places urgency on exploring and developing a CBDC. This is concerning because CBDCs are centralized digital government currencies. Governments can program the money, taking away your financial freedom to spend as you wish if you're not a good citizen. For example, you attended that freedom protest. Now the government can confiscate your money and they can program it so you can't spend it as you like. Essentially, CBDCs are a more efficient, tyrannical, authoritarian enslavement machine. I hope you're buying Bitcoin.
All right. Quite the point of view there. Comment below in the comments section. Let me know what you guys think on CBDCs. You made a great point on this. I know that some people have their theories and conspiracies, and it's good to look at what could happen. CBDC, which is, again, a central bank digital currency. Let me know your thoughts. I think her point of view was very interesting, so I wanted to share that with you.